and welcome. This is L.Y.F.E, Life, Love You Forever, or as I like to see it, living your fullest evolution. And what happens is I invite someone beautiful from the community to come in. Today is Imogen. Imogen, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for being here. What we encourage people to do is come on board because everyone as a collective has a question and it's normally, able to be applied to our own lives. So as you receive this, you can take what you want from it and leave the rest behind. So Imogen, what's your question today, which I'm going to intuit a response for?
So my question is about how to maintain motivation when working towards a long-term goal.
Beautiful. Okay. So I think what we always need to understand with anything like long-term is that sometimes we lose our sense of presence, and we've always got to have like shorter-term goals as well as longer-term goals. Okay. So in reference to can you give me a little bit more of a specific answer so we can specifics around that? Do you have something in mind for yourself?
So when you're working towards something and like studying,
yes,
and fatigue sets in,
great,
and it is like you are passionate about it,
yes,
but then you lose that drive.
Absolutely. So there was something that my mum gave me when I was quite young, and I asked her, how can I maintain my car? How can I run my car? And she said $5 at a time. So how can you get your running going? Because what you're actually asking for is not even for inspiration per se. It's like, how can I get through? How can I juice up the way forward here? Okay, so twofold. One thing is getting your short-term goals in there is important, and the short-term goals are about having enough energy time, and also having a space allocation. So dividing your time into, say, 15-minute chunks in a day is actually something that will help you, because in that you can mix that in with I need 15 minutes outside in nature, and then I can come back and apply myself for another 15 by 15 by 15 chunks. So that will help with the sustainability that you're asking about. Okay. And the second part of it is the inspiration. So you're saying here, I'm passionate for it, but we lose sight of that when we get tired, and this is something every parent would also understand out there. How do you keep your love for your children when you're exhausted and everything's not happening? You actually need to come back to reference of love for self first and honouring, because without nurturing, filling the engine up here first, you're going to, again, not necessarily have healthy responses in the moment as you'd like to have them, and that will deplete you longer term. What we're really talking about today is actually all about fueling up the tank. So that we've got the long journey in us. So think about the analogy, you're on the highway, you're going to stop at the right stops that is going to fill your tank up to get you down the track, and it is about just being mindful of the application. It's nothing more complex than that. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Any other questions you might have? Don't have to, but
you're welcome. Come to mind.
None will come to mind. Perfect. We're going to leave that there for today, everyone. This is a really good reminder to refuel and fuel your tanks up, knowing that life is passionate for us all, and whether it's being a study or a family situation or work situation or just hobbies, whatever it's going to be, we do need to actually have the endurance for that. And how do we create that? It is about being, one, inspired, having that perseverance, but to refilling up as you go. Okay, refilling up on the juice on the inside so that you can keep the flow going. So thank you so much, Imogen.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Delight to have you along, and thank you. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks.